Welcome to the next set of notes on these real-world questions. Technically, number 9 is supposed to be in this set, but I started talking about 7 and 8 and by accident, and I just kept going. So, see the last video for number 9. This one will start with number 10. Rick works for a food cart called Fun Buns in New York City. See, I'm not making it up. Here's the cart, Fun Buns. They change their menu daily. Yesterday, he offered a chef salad for $5.75 or a pulled pork sandwich for $5. He sold 85 lunches for a total of $464. Determine how many chef salads and pulled pork sandwiches were sold. So as soon as I see how many, this right here, how many of each, tells me that this will be an AX plus BY equals C system. How many of each item question? Let's get our variables defined, X equals Y equals. That question of how many tells me that we're talking number of. So X will be number of, what's the first item it says? Determine how many chef salads. So number of chef salads. And then what's the other item he's selling? Number of pulled pork sandwiches. Y equals number of pulled pork sandwiches. Oops, not sad, sandwiches. There we go. Okay, now we need to mentally group what goes together. So I see money is involved. Money for the pulled pork, money for the chef salads. So we're going to have an equation about cost. I'm going to make that yellow. What can we say about cost? Chef salad for $5.75 or a pulled pork sandwich for $5. Now we know it has to all go together. So money and money has to equal total money. Where do you see total money? Total money, $464. So we can write this first equation, $5.75 per chef salad. Chef salad is represented by X. So $5.75 per chef salad plus $5 per sandwich equals a total money amount of $464. Again, as soon as these values have been used in this equation, you can't use them again. They're done. What's highlighted is used, off limits. So the other piece of information not used yet is that he sold 85 lunches total. That is a total number of items, or total number. Total number. So we're going to have a second equation about number. The number of chef salads, which is represented by X, plus, I'll keep it blue to make it match. The number of chef salads, which is X, plus the number of pulled pork sandwiches, which is Y, equals a total number of 85 lunches sold. Number plus number equals total number. And now we're ready to solve. This is in standard form. Our go-to method for solving this is elimination. Make a choice. Do you want X's to cancel or Y's to cancel? What is your choice? Well, we've got options. I mean, if we want X's to cancel, it's not awful, but I would have to multiply by a decimal because I would need this to be a negative 5.75x. Again, not impossible, but when I look at the Y values, this is a positive 5y. So I could easily get a negative 5y just by multiplying this entire second equation by -5. Let's write our new system. This top equation didn't change, so just write that down again. 5.75x plus 5y equals 464. Multiplying the entire second equation by -5, we get -5x minus 5y equals -5 times 85. If you have not gotten your calculators out, let's do that. -5 times 85 is -425. We're ready to add these together. Let's see what we get. I know that my y's will cancel, and then 5.75x minus 5x is 0.75x equals 464 minus 425 is 39. Dividing both sides by 0.75, x equals, divided by 0.75, 52. 52 what? Let's go back up and look at our variables. X is number of chef salads. So he sold 52 chef salads. We know the number of chef salads. We need to go find how many sandwiches. So we will use either of these two equations, the original equations. The second one is a lot friendlier to use, so let's use it. Plugging in 52 for x. We're done in one step. We just need to subtract 52 from both sides. Y equals 85 minus 52 is 33. So 33, and again, if you're not sure what this represents, go back and look at your variables. Y equals the number of pulled pork sandwiches. So he sold 33 pulled pork sandwiches. Number 11. You bought 5 pairs of socks for $19. The wool socks you bought cost $5 per pair. The cotton socks you bought cost $3 per pair. How many of each type of sock did you buy? How many of each type? Again, I know will be an AX plus BY equals C system. Defining our variables, x equals, y equals. How many of each type? What are the two types? So we got to read carefully. Each type. The first type of socks that I see are wool socks. So I'll let x be number of wool socks. And then the other type, cotton socks. So y equals number of cotton socks. And we are now going to mentally group what goes together. Again, I see money present. The wool socks, $5 per pair, cotton socks, $3 per pair. And I have a total, so we know cost is 1. So let's get that down. Cost. Make that yellow. That's not yellow. Try again. Okay, so $5. The wool socks, $5 per pair. Cotton socks, $3 per pair. We need to look for total money. And if I look at my original, or not original, the first sentence, cost you $19. So press pause if you haven't written your equation yet. Write it yourself. I got 5x plus 3y equals 19. Again, what's highlighted is off limits. You've used it, can't use it again. The only other piece of information you have not used yet is that you bought 5 pairs total. That is a total number. So I know my second equation will be about number. The number of wool socks, which is X, plus the number of cotton socks, Y, equals 5. Choose whether or not you would like X or Y to cancel. Either way, we should get the same answer. Press pause and see if you got stuck with the setup. You've got the setup. Finish it yourself, and then we'll compare answers. I choose to have X's cancel, so I need a negative 5X. So I'll multiply the entire second equation by negative 5. My new system will be 5X plus 3Y equals 19. That one did not change. The second equation becomes negative 5X minus 5Y equals negative 25. X's will cancel. 3Y minus 5Y, negative 2Y. 19 minus 25, negative 6. Divide both sides by negative 2. I'm glad to see that because now I know I'll be okay. I'll have a positive result. Y equals 3. What does this mean? Let's go back and look how our variables are defined. Y represents the number of pairs of cotton socks. So Y equals 3 pairs of cotton socks. How are we going to go find the X value? We know Y. To find X, we'll choose one of our original equations from the system. X plus Y equals 5, nice and user-friendly. Plugging in 3 for Y, this becomes X plus 3 equals 5. Nice and quick, subtract 3 from both sides. And we get X equals 2. And X is wool socks. So X equals 2 pairs of wool socks, and we're done. Number 12. A new restaurant mailed 300 postcard advertisements offering discounts on appetizers to residents living in the neighborhood. Smaller ads requiring 33-cent postage and larger ads requiring 55-cent postage. If the total cost of postage was $121, find the number of each size of advertisements the restaurant mailed. Finding the number of each size, right away I know that's a how many of each item. This will be an AX plus BY equals C system. To know how to define the variables for this, look at the unknown. Find the number of each size. So that means we have 2 different sizes. What are they? Reading again, I see that I have smaller ads. So we'll let X be number of smaller ads. And then larger ads. So Y will be the number of larger ads. I don't want that to look like. What are we going to group together? I see money. Money stands right out. 33 cents, 55 cents, excuse me. So I know that I will have one equation about cost. Let's go find that information. Smaller ads requires 33 cents. Larger ads, 55 cents of postage. Money need total money. There it is, total money. Pause, write your equation. I have 0.33x plus 0.55y equals 121. The only other unused piece of information is that you mailed a total of 300. That should jump out to us as a total number. So I know that I will have a second equation that is about number. Which means I have the number of smaller ads plus the number of larger ads equals a total number of 300. No possibility of avoiding decimals here because this is 0.33, this is 0.55. So make a choice. Do you want x's to cancel or y's to cancel? From here, I hope we are good to go to finish, and then we can compare answers, so pause it. I choose to have x's cancel, so if this is a positive 0.33x, I need this to be a negative 0.33x, so I'll multiply the entire second equation by negative 0.33. My new system will be 0.33x plus 0.55y equals 121. That did not change. But my second equation now becomes negative 0.33x minus 0.33y equals negative 0.33 times 300 is negative 99. Ready to linearly combine these. Let's see what happens. X's cancel, which is good because that's what I wanted. Positive 0.33x cancels with negative 0.33x. Combining a positive 0.55 minus 0.33, we get 0.22y equals 121 minus 99 is 22. We'll divide both sides by 0.22. 22 divided by 0.22 equals 100. Looking at how the variables are defined, I know that I just found out the restaurant mailed 100 larger ads. To finish, we need to find out how many smaller ads they mailed. We'll use x plus y equals 300. If you use the top equation, that's fine. You'll get the same answer. X plus 100 equals 300. Subtracting 100 from both sides. X equals 200 smaller ads. And we're done. If I was asked for a complete sentence, I would simply say the restaurant mailed 100 larger ads and 200 smaller ads, and I'd be good. That counts as a sentence. A and B follow-up questions. Rework the scenario. If the total cost of postage, cost was yellow for me, cost of postage was $154. Don't solve, just set it up. So this question is helping the teacher see, do you understand what change this would make to the system? Nothing else is changing except total cost. So it is still 33 cents for the smaller ads, so 0.33x plus the 55 cents for the larger ads, but now total money is $154. No new information about the number. So the second equation also will say x plus y equals 300, and this is done. All it wanted to see is, do you know how the setup would change? So in similar fashion, Part B says, rework the scenario if the restaurant mailed 320 postcards. That deals with number, which for me was blue. So looking at the original system again, no effect or change, no change whatsoever about the money. So this top equation will stay the same. 0.33x plus 0.55y equals 121. 0.33x plus 0.55y equals 121. But now I've got this total number of 320. So x plus y equals a total number of 320. There's the change. The total number has changed. Again, it says don't solve, just set it up. You have followed those directions, you set it up, so you are done. Number 13. The Sunoco gas station has been really busy. This morning, 17 cars and trucks get gasoline at the gas station. Each car gets 8 gallons of gas. Each truck gets 19 gallons of gas. The station sells 169 gallons of gasoline. How many trucks and how many cars got gas? How many tells me what's the number of each, how many of each item. So I know AX plus BY equals C system. To know how to define the variables, I will pull that straight from the question. How many trucks, how many cars? So X number of trucks. Y will be number of cars. Now let's mentally group what goes together. What do you think we're going to have? Well, I see information about gallons of gas. Cars get 8 gallons, trucks get 19 gallons. So we will have one equation about gallons. Of gas. I'll make that yellow. Let's go highlight what we know about the gallons of gas. Each car gets 8 gallons of gas. Each truck gets 19 gallons of gas. So we have gallons plus gallons. We need total gallons. Sells 169 gallons of gas total. Pause. If you have not written this one yet for yourself, write it out. What's the equation going to be? Be careful with order. This says each car gets 8 gallons. So we can't, it's not going to be 8x, because for me, x is trucks. So I have to go look for the information about trucks. I'm told each truck gets 19 gallons. So this will be 19x plus cars is y, 8y, equals total gallons, which is 169. What's highlighted is now off limits. We've used it. What else do we know? 17 cars and trucks. That is a total number. So I know that I will have a second equation about number. The number of trucks, X, plus the number of cars, Y, equals a total number of vehicles, 17. We're now ready to solve. This is in standard form. Let's use elimination. Make a choice of what you would like to cancel. Either would work. I mean, this is 19x, so I'd get a negative 19 multiplied by negative 19, or get the y's to cancel. That's going to be my choice. So the inverse of a positive 8y is a negative 8y. So I will multiply the entire second equation by negative 8. If this one is not done yet and I have not helped you get started, that's great. Pause here, please, and finish. Get your answer for x and your answer for y, and then we'll compare. Didn't touch the top equation, so 19x plus 8y equals 169 stays the same. My second equation becomes negative 8x minus 8y. Oops, supposed to be an 8. Negative 8x minus 8y, there we go, equals negative 8 times 17. Negative 8 times 17, I get negative 136. Let's combine these and see what happens, adding them together. Positive 8y and a negative 8y cancel. Now we have 19x minus 8x is 11x equals 169 minus 136 is 33. Dividing both sides by 11, I get x equals 3. To know what I just found, looking at my variables, I defined x to be the number of trucks. So x equals 3 trucks. To find the cars, x plus y equals 17. Again, you could use the top equation, that's fine. We'll get the same answer. This becomes 3 plus y equals 17. Subtract 3 from both sides. Y equals 17 minus 3 is 14. 14 what? Going back here, y is cars, so y equals 14 cars. This question did not ask for a complete sentence answer, but if it did, we could just take what we underlined and turn that into a sentence. How many trucks and how many cars got gasoline? 3 trucks and 14 cars got gas. And we're done. 14, number 14. The We Are Readers Book Club allows members to buy books for $8.75 per book. The Print is Dead Book Club costs $20 to join and allows members to buy books for $6.25 per book. How many book purchases give the 2 book clubs the same cost, and what is the equal cost? Right away from this question, I see I'm comparing 2 companies and I'm trying to figure out when they're the same. So I know that this will be a y equals mx plus b system. Let's go look for per each and every. I see that this says, let's see, per book. So I know x will be number of books. And then once you know how many books you have bought, you know the total cost. We've got 2 book clubs here. It really helps. Let's write down We Are Readers is 1. Doesn't need to be in a box. We Are Readers is 1, and Print is Dead. Interesting name. Print is Dead is the second one. So I will make one of these clubs yellow. The other eventually will be blue. We Are Readers Book Club allows members to buy books for $8.75 per book. Don't see any other information for this club, so that's all I've got. Let's work with it. Y equals $8.75 per book. 8.75x. That's it. Nothing else is known or said about charges, so that's our equation. Next, Print is Dead. Costs. Print is Dead Book Club costs $20 to join and allows members to buy books for $6.25 per book. So Y equals $20 to join, that's a one-time fee, plus $6.25 per book. We have our system, so we're ready to set these equal. Let's figure out when it will not matter which club you join. So 875x equals 20 plus 625x. X is already kind of on its own, a single x term on the left. So I will subtract 6.25x from both sides. Line all the way across. 8.75 minus 6.25 is 2.5x equals 20. Because this is gone, we subtracted it over. To wrap this up, we will divide by 2.5. $20 divided by 2.5 is 8. We look at how we defined our variables. X is number of books, so 8 books. This is when the cost of being a member in either book club is the same. So it doesn't matter which one we plug into. Let's plug into the first one. Y equals 8.75 times 8. 8.75 times 8 is 70. Let's see if we have answered the question. How many book purchases give the two book clubs the same cost? 8 books. What is that cost? $70. We're done. Nowhere here did it say which is the better choice or give them advice. If it was a give me advice question, you would want to either choose a value smaller than 8 or bigger than 8 and substitute that number into each and then make a judgment call. Like more than 8 books, you should choose this one. Or if you chose a value less than 8 books, choose this one. But we're done because all it asked was when are they the same? Both, let's say this, both book clubs cost the same for 8 books. The equal cost is $70. That's it. Number 15. And 16 are the next set of classwork examples, I believe. Let me pause here and check. Yes, I just checked and I'm right. So numbers 15 and 16 will be the classwork for tomorrow. Give those a try and we'll talk about them in class. Have a great day.